the main drivers of economic growth is innovations. The primary source of innovations is universities. I would like to start my presentation with a question to you. Does anyone know the universal model of entrepreneurial universities? The model that will be allowed to prepare all universities units for these big changes. There is no answer. There is no answer for this question.
No, she does. She knows.
At least I think I do. Something like that.
We will share after presentation. So, as I know, there is still no answer for this question. However, I will try to find it. I'm Tatiana Pospilova, the postgraduate student of Moscow State University. The last 2 years I spent for researching the role of entrepreneurial universities in what I call power clusters, whereas innovations comes as a result of partnership between universities and other cluster participants. The practical part of my research is about building new innovation cluster Vorovyovo-Gory, based on Moscow State University. This slide illustrates the process of economic developing with a cluster participant based on the triple helix model. You can see that the government invests to universities in their infrastructure. At this stage, the universities are responsible for the improvement of new technologies, rising young specialists, talents, and ideas. When university is also doing for the process to transfer new technologies into the real market. When we talk about innovations, it's mostly based on due to universities, more due to universities than government or business society. Here we can see the process of collaboration between universities and business communities. New positions are created, and it helps to developing the region economy. Finally, government receives tax revenues and the ready-to-use products. The cycle starts again. In the modern literature, especially in Russia, the main attention is given to the first stage, to the government policy, and just a little bit information for the rest of the stages. I believe if you want to have this cycle efficient, we need to focus on each of the stages. In my research, I focus on a stage with the university and its role in a cluster activity. In a cluster, university plays an important role and according to the specific cluster needs. The universities with a part of the cluster has more opportunity to become entrepreneurial, because of the two main reasons. The first one, because of the cluster infrastructure, and the second one is because of opportunity to have partnership with the cluster's members. So we all know that universities in a cluster can be entrepreneurial, but it doesn't happen. Why? Lack of the model and roadmap, weak management, and no connections between cluster participants. I want to fix these issues. That's why I'm analyzing two models. These models are the IHA Innovate model, it's European model, and the American Gibbons model. I will present both of them. The first one, the IHA Innovate model was established by the European Commission, and its goal to help to improve the entrepreneurial universities' activities in different countries, and involve them into the cluster activity. This model consists of the 7-part questionnaires. It's very small screen here, that's why I will read them. So it's leadership, measuring, improving and teaching, partnership, university business cooperation, and organizational capacity. So this model is helped to understand the strengths and weaknesses of universities, and after then demonstrated the main recommended the steps how to become these universities more entrepreneurial. The main advantage of this model is wholeness and consistency. The system provides specific step-by-step actions that help universities transforming in an entrepreneurial focus. On the other hand, the US professor from Stanford University, Professor Gibson, he creates a model based on experience of Stanford in transforming it in an entrepreneurial university. and its role and what Stanford's role plays in the IT cluster of Silicon Valley. This model consists of 4 main elements. They are the right product, the right team, capital, and infrastructure. The developing of these 4 elements will contribute to university transformation. The analysis in both of these models demonstrated a list of advantages and disadvantages. The main advantages of the European models are its opportunity to find weakness and strengths of the university and find the step-by-step recommendations. The strengths of the American model is the opportunity to find the focus of the university and collaboration with the business communities. According to the disadvantages, I have found very strong connection in the European model between government and universities. Unfortunately, business community is not involved in this process. And the American model mostly based on a connection between universities and business community. The absence of three-part connection is one of the main reasons why there is still no universal model of entrepreneurial universities. Each university is a part of the cluster, is contribute such as analysis to existing models. There are many individual aspects related to the goals and culture of each university in a cluster. In this moment, we still don't have a book where you can find a list of recommendations of how to build entrepreneurial university. However, there are many strengths in each of the models, in European and American approach. The positive elements of the analysis of both these 2 models is planned partly to implement during the design cluster Воробьева-Гора in Moscow State University. Since 1990s, Moscow State University has been doing projects that stimulating developing of entrepreneurship in university. At present, university controls a wide range of centers, with more than will become. So here's the centers that we have. Here are the centers we are planning to implement. These centers that we have form a system, and the result of this work and cooperation provides their efficiency, and which is lead to creating an ambitious project, building in a science and technology cluster of Воробьева-Гора. It's based on Moscow State University territory. In the frame of the cluster developing, there will be a wide range of centers in different kinds of the university bases. The project is really still in a very early stages, and we will have more information about it in a few years. So, in the nearest future, the large-scale project where the university plays one of the main role will take place in Russia. And for implement this project, we will use such as models as the triple helix model, the Gibson models, and the European Commission model too. So, in the beginning of my presentation, I told you that university plays a very important role in the cluster development. However, we still don't know the answer for the question: how can we bring the entrepreneurial culture into the universities? I hope that I will come back to the Triple Helix conference in a few years with a new story. I hope that I will be able to tell you how successful project Воробьева-Гора and how help our researchers we are doing right now in the Moscow State University maybe to do it. And maybe other universities who also want to be entrepreneurial can use this experience. So today I can tell you that this journey has begun. Thank you for your attention, and I will be glad to answer your questions according to the entrepreneurial universities.
Thank you. So, thank you to everybody for participation, and I think you can continue the